The box cutter knives took numerous lives and changed the face of America. Tears flowed like waterfalls. Terror knocked down the walls of commerce and trade and the Pentagon. Red, white, and the blues. The recipient of the Bush-Wack 2000 presidential election, George W. Bush, became an overnight sensation and catapulted into the leader of this nation. Received a blank check from Congress to address the situation. Michael Jackson and current pop stars working on the 2001 version of We Are the World. Heads are in a swirl. Red, white, and the blues. Professional sporting events were canceled. Airports were shut down. Conspiracy theories abound and patriotism is found. A proliferation of American flags on homes, businesses, institutions, motor vehicles, and athletic uniforms. Red, white, and the blues. Osama bin Laden is the latest former U.S. ally, following in the tradition of Manuel Noriega and Saddam Hussein. Osama is the new public enemy number one. Rescue workers and Rudy Giuliani became the faces of New York. Rudy tried to put a fork in the New York mayoral election, playing on the affection of the grieving electorate. Red, white, and the blues. Malcolm X was silenced for saying, it's a case of the chickens coming home to roost. Congresswomen Cynthia McKinney and Barbara Jackson Lee spoke their minds and dared to act against the grain, to practice freedom of speech in the midst of anguish and pain. They were criticized for stretching their brains, reminiscent of the chains that weighed down the enslaved. Red, white, and the blues. How about the terrorists who bombed the Birmingham church, shook up the world of 4 black girls? Remember the trail of tears by the natives of this nation who were forced to live on reservations, the African Holocaust. Emmett Till, Medgar, Sammy Young, Cheney and Goodwin, Fred Hampton, Mark Clark, James Byrd Jr., Malice Green, Yusuf Hawkins, Eleanor Bumpurs, Leonard Peltier, Abner Louima, Amadou Diallo, and numerous others, all victims of terrorism and racism. Red, white, and the blues. There are many reasons the towers fail, partly due to America being in bed with Israel, supporting their claim to the Holy Land, while Palestinians oppose the plan. Arab Americans and Islamic worship centers harassed by overzealous hands, shades of McCarthyism. Red, white, and the blues. Sale of CPRO and gas masks have skyrocketed, and confidence is being pickpocketed. No more naps, wiretaps restored. Money poured into war. America strikes back, attack. Dropping bombs and food on Afghanistan, trying to eliminate the Taliban who shout, death to America, death to Israel. Contaminated mail? Habari Ghani. What's the news? And the blues. On Live at the Apollo, and y'all saw something that was unprecedented when a poet won Live at the Apollo 6 weeks in a row. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? I'm not gonna tell y'all her name right now, for those of y'all who don't know, because we're gonna have one of the brothers who are
How y'all doing? Y'all feeling all right? Good. This is definitely a cause for celebration. You know, gathering under this new world we're living in. But we'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna do my pieces briefly. This one piece, some folks might have heard it. I'm gonna read it for some time. It's called Screaming from the Outskirts. Torn, ripped from a page never written, out of a book, finally printed, bare feet breaking strong glass, braving each snowstorm by meeting in warm places with faces that scream from the outskirts of the tightrope march that starts seconds from your first breath. You breathe in, Ankh, the symbol of eternal lungs, the symbol of eternal life fills your lungs for the run through this gauntlet of sharp etiquette and redefined scriptures that seek to justify the worship of green papers, that justify the markets of mass murder, that justify our screams from the outskirts of man-made time and constraints of race, issuing the death blow to humanity's fickle existence, presenting as facts lies of superhuman smacks. Tell me why can't you understand? There ain't no such thing as a Superman. Brother Gill sang about it. The last poets talked about niggas dying for 400 years. We've been screaming from the outskirts of the laws, love, anything white, which are only papers and words backed up with the lethal right to take life, enforced by force, enforced like rape, in the same ways Fanon discussed and wretched of the earth. Those who control violence use it to justify the laws they create, yet punish its use when defending yourself against violent pigs who chose the wrong kids to mess with that day. We pay for blue mistakes with our lives shot 27 times by his partner, shot 7 times in the back. Thought you were blue first, but you're black. A Negro in blue tights with holes in your body from friendly fire. Now you scream from the outskirts as your attempted murder is deemed a mistake in the dark. Your mistake from the start. Bush babies are waiting for the bush babies are waiting for the sun to come down. Waiting on the outskirts with long, thick hair and their children's futures in their hearts. Waiting on the outskirts of the 3K pretending liberals world. The Republican kiss my ass while I'm shitting out the venomous old McDonald's cheeseburgers. If I catch a jack on my box, he's split on the spot. If I catch a jack on my box, he's dead on the spot. Forget pulling the trigger. For each gun they got 6. I'm talking beat downs with black fists or freedom through mental bliss that lifts us above the polluted spit as we scream like poets who be pissed. Living it all on the outskirts of that peculiar train of thought that gets you caught with your pants down. No way to pay rent. You spent your last on Christmas gifts and your kid's trip to sit and flip on the cherry red Satan's lap. Or how about hiding brown eggs in the back to be found and then crap? The Easter Bunny wiped Jesus off the map. In fact, it's ironically cruel when you peek at the name of some schools. Andrew Jackson, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington were some of the same fools that use humans as tools. Go ahead, ask the Jews if they would attend Hitler High or Herman Goring U or go play in Joseph Mengele Park. They'd probably start a riot. But some of us buy it and celebrate the first days of concentration, the 4th of a big ass lie, while others, having smelt the scent of truth, being drunk from fermented maroon juice, know that pill is far too big to swallow and will therefore always and forever scream from the outskirts.